hardest hit during this pandemic. Just this week, Daniel Wright announced that he would be closing all of his restaurants, including popular spots like the Senate and Pontiac, through February. But there are some who've actually decided to open new restaurants, and I met a couple of guys who did just that. Cincinnati's East End has been home to a lot of growth in the past few years. Just weeks ago, Cityrama adding to the eclectic mix. Now a new restaurant is adding some much anticipated spice.
Absolutely. It's been far too long, but it's always been great places here.
Sinners and Saints is on Riverside Drive, where Brew River Gastropub used to be before it moved. Chris Rose already worked in the area and was called in to do repairs on the building. He knows a lot about construction, and his business partner Lance Fry knows food from working at well-known places like Boca Restaurant Group. So they figured, why not give this space a try? Then
COVID hit. Nobody knew what was going to happen. Nobody knew how big or small it was.
As you can see, they worked through any COVID fears. We caught up with them during a soft opening.
Tonight we had the cowboy caviar and some wings.
They're calling the food
South Texas Hill Country Barbecue.
Calling this Barbecue Alley, with Eli's on one end of the street and the Montgomery and Boathouse to the west. Still, there's the issue of COVID challenge, not just getting customers to venture out, but also finding help.
People have left the industry altogether and found other careers. Some people have, they're just afraid to come back to an environment like this. And some people want to sit at home and collect a check.
So both owners are doing just about everything. Chris says his wife and daughter have enjoyed serving up food, and they've opened without debt, putting upgrades only where needed.
We didn't cut any corners, but we certainly feel like we took the right perspective with everything doesn't have to be flashy. Everything doesn't have to be perfect.
I must admit we came here on Sunday as well, and we had the tater tots, and they were delicious, and some of the burnt pork belly ends.
And that's what they're counting on at Sinners and Saints, a little grace where good food will forgive all else. And Sinners and Saints is now fully open with social distancing, an outside fire pit, as you saw, online ordering, and curbside pickup. I happened to run into them while I was walking in my neighborhood, and I was impressed with all that optimism. And the name, by the way, it came about because Rose and Fry, they were having a drink and they were looking at the nearby St. Rose Church.